One of the cooler, more thought-provoking facts about evolution is that birds are dinosaurs. Many millions of years ago, before the dinosaurs as a clade even existed, there was an older clade called Archosauria. Within the Archosaurian clade, new lineages would diversify. One of these would diverge to become the crocodilians, which would survive the KT extinction and persist into the modern day as alligators and crocodiles. Now, another of those Archosaurian lineages that diverged along its own path would become the dinosaurs. Now, really quickly, I want to clarify something. I have stated in several news segments in the past, and in the comment sections before, that crocodilians were dinosaurs. I've said that they were dinosaur descendants, just like birds. This is not true. I was mistaken. Crocodilians are a separate clade. They're related to dinosaurs through this ancient Archosaurian clade, but they themselves are not dinosaurs. The crocodilians are like the older cousin to the dinosaurs. Now the birds really are dinosaurs. Within the dinosaur clade, there were avian and non-avian dinosaurs. The non-avian dinosaurs included four-legged species like Brontosaurus, Triceratops, and other four-footed, mostly herbivorous dinosaurs. The avian dinosaurs include the biped theropods, like T-Rex, and dinosaurs like Velociraptor and Compsognathus. When the KT extinction event happened, when that meteor collided with the Earth 66 million years ago, virtually every large dinosaur was wiped out, avian and non-avian alike. The only dinosaur species to survive were a tiny handful of small avian dinosaurs. And over time, these survivors, their lineage would evolve into modern-day birds. Now this brings us to the news that I want to tell you about today, which is about the discovery of a new, remarkably complete, three-dimensional fossil of a bird ancestor that retains many of the more basal features of their dinosaur ancestors. The newly discovered species is a fascinating intermediary between the ancient dinosaurs and the modern birds, and the scientists are calling it the Fukuipteryx prima. In the scientific paper, they described the fossil as a sub-adult that lived in the early Cretaceous period sometime around 120 million years ago. It has features that are comparable to some of the most atavistic birds, or some of the most ancient ancestor bird species, like the famous Archaeopteryx. It shares traits with older bird species that had evolved over the previous 30 million years of the Jurassic period, including the presence of clawed fingers protruding from its wings. Imagine the Velociraptor, or a similar theropod ancestor. It would have had arms ending in long, clawed fingers, and the arms would have been covered in a downy, feather-like coating that would have provided warmth. As the feathers evolved into primitive wings, the arms would have seemed more wing-like, but those big clawed fingers would have still existed for some time, and we see that in the Fukuipteryx prima. Over time, the clawed fingers would recede, until it produced that modern bird wing, which in most cases only has a single stubby claw tucked away in the large, smooth feathers. The Fukuipteryx prima also had a short, stubby tail ending in a bony structure called a pygostyle, which is much more similar to modern birds than it is to ancient, long-tailed dinosaurs. In the F prima, and in modern birds, the pygostyle is an anchoring point for muscles and for tail feathers. Alan Turner is a paleontologist at Stony Brook University, and when talking about this new bird discovery, he said, quote, "As early parts of evolutionary diversification became better sampled, it doesn't surprise me when we see unexpected combinations of characteristics. Evolution rarely proceeds in a linear manner. I think as new localities are found with previously unsampled birds, we should expect surprises." Unquote.